hear me? Kindly reply 1 in the live chat section. We begin in 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. Voice too soft? Let me adjust a bit. How about now? Voice okay now? The voice okay now? Just now too soft? Okay, let me adjust. Is it okay now? The voice, is it still quite soft? Can you hear me clearly? Not really, too soft. Still soft. Is it okay now? The voice, is it still quite soft? Can you hear me clearly? Not really, too soft. Still soft. How about now? I already maximized my volume. Slightly better. Okay. Good. Yeah, okay. I think should be okay now. Okay, so thanks for coming back for my live broadcast, and your support will be my biggest motivation. I hope more and more friends can join this live chat and watch my live video so that we can learn and improve together. Okay? Okay, good. You can hear, right? Okay, someone said can hear, someone said was. I think you can, if you feel that it's still quite soft, you can adjust your device a bit. Maybe your phone or your computer, the volume is not that high. You can turn up your volume. I think it will be better because some other friends say can hear now. Okay, okay. So today, our main topic today, the contents we are covering today, mainly I will talk about the DXY, US dollar, and the gold. So later I show you the chart, you will know what I mean. They are at the key position, and all the charts for DXI and gold now actually waiting for a very important turning point, and the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision might be the catalyst, because we know that today, Wednesday, right? So this afternoon, of course, it's U.S. time. U.S. time this afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, the Federal Reserve will announce its new interest rate decision. So it's very important for U.S. dollar and for gold. Okay, and secondly, maybe we talk about the gold stocks, because for some of you, maybe you are not really buying gold, right? But gold stocks, maybe you can consider. But do we really have chances for the gold stocks? Yeah, later we can check a bit about the gold stocks, a Singapore one and maybe some US one. And if you have some other gold stocks for KOCI or for Hang Seng Index you want to diagnose later, you also can write down in the live chat room, and or you WhatsApp me privately. I can help analyze a bit in the third section, individual stock analysis. Make sure you already have your stocks ready, and later when I say it's about the diagnosis section, then you can let me know your stocks. Okay. Okay. So someone said the voice still quite soft. I already maximized my volume on my set. Already maximized. But yesterday it seems like yesterday is fine, right? But today I don't know why. Maybe you can check your the Davis on your set. I think for my set should be no problem. Okay. Okay, so before we begin, I still need to remind you that all the stocks mentioned in the video are for the purpose of demonstration and education, not recommendation. Investors should be aware of the risks involved in stock trading and take full responsibilities for their own tradings. Okay, so I also, kindly, if you feel that this video is helpful, you can either subscribe. If you already subscribe, you can share with your friends so that more and more people can join us and improve and learn together, right? If you want to subscribe, just click the subscribe button here, and beside the subscribe button, after you subscribe, you will see a bell. You just click the bell and make sure you take the option all. In future you will receive all my new uploadings immediately. Okay. So let's check about the interest rate for the US. So this is since this March, from March until now, right? And we know that March, the Federal Reserve began to cut the interest rate sharply in just 1 month. In just March, within the 1 month, it cut interest rate twice and greatly. Firstly, from 1.75 to 1.25, and then further cut to 0.25, near zero, right? So ever since March, the interest rate for US has been near zero ever since March until now. And last month, right? So Federal Reserve said it would keep the interest rate as an average rate of 2%. Average rate of 2% means that sometimes it can be higher than 2%, right? So actually, it's a relaxed criteria. So they are trying to let's say keep the interest rate at a still very low position. And because of the low interest, we see the US dollar and DXY. This is the chart for US dollar DXY. So has been in downtrend ever since February. Ever since February until now, has been in downtrend, keep dropping all the time, because usually when the US interest rate is low, the US dollar become weak. And we see that recently, within the last 1 month, roughly last 1 month, we see the price for US dollar, it keeps sideways within the box, right? So it keeps sideways within the box. And currently, the price is $93.06 for 93.06. This is the current price for US dollar. And we know that currently, if we check the chart, it is at the very key position, because in the sideways area, it has to choose a final direction, either to break up the bottom of the box, or it would drop further to break down the previous low and hit new lows. So currently it is waiting for a decision. We are waiting for the decision, waiting for a decision that for US dollar to make. And then if let's say today, this afternoon, the decision about the interest rate, if remain still relaxed condition, still if the Fed keep the monetary policy loose, and if they don't raise the interest rate, right? If they don't raise the interest rate, and I think that for in the long run, US dollar would still keep quite weak. It would be weak. And if today there's some new decision, let's say increase the interest rate, or maybe cut the interest rate, it will have a greater influence on the US dollar and also on the gold price. But if let's say no big new changes, if no new changes, it's still possible that the price will remain fluctuate within the box area, right? Okay, so this is for US dollar. Then if we check the chart for gold, this is the chart for gold, because we know that gold and US dollar natural enemies. Okay, they are the natural enemies to each other. And when we see the US dollar in a rectangle sideways area, fluctuate within a rectangle sideways area, and we also see the gold, the price it fluctuate within a triangle. Both are the continuation patterns based on Dow theory, right? Okay, so for now we see that currently the gold price is a bit higher than the downtrend line here, right? So it's already, we can say it break up the downtrend line here, but still, if let's say the price for US dollar a keep sideways, maybe the gold here also would sideways here. If the gold, if US dollar turn downward, then gold may turn upward. So the two always move in the opposite direction, right? And currently we see the price for gold is $1,957.69. This is the latest price for gold. So the new decision about the interest rates, if we have a big changes, then it might be catalyst for the gold price and for the US dollar. But if the policy remain roughly the same as before, not big change, it's also possible that the price might remain sideways there. Yeah. Okay, so this is for the gold and US dollar. Then let's check some individual stocks, the gold stocks, right? Because we check the price for gold. Maybe you want to also check the price for some gold stocks, right? So for Singapore, we have this one gold stock called 5PT, right? 5TP, sorry, 5TP. CNMC, okay? CNMC, this is the Singapore gold stock, okay? And we see that ever since this is August, last month, 12th August, so the price has been in short-term in correction, and currently the price already below the yellow lines of Homely Rainbow, right? So we know that for Homely Rainbow, the yellow lines represent the medium-term trend, and after the price effectively dropped below the last yellow line here, and the price for medium term already turned weak. The trend, the upward momentum already turned weak. And yesterday we see a forceful rebound, but the yellow lines of Homely Rainbow are acting as very strong resistance. That's why we see that today the price opened roughly the same level as the close price yesterday, but begin to drop after open. So open, then keep dropping, now it rebounded a bit, but the resistance at the yellow lines still quite difficult to break up. And if we really have some significant changes after the announcement of the new interest rate decision, maybe the price can break up, but not sure. Currently, we are not sure. We are waiting for the announcement, right? And then I also mentioned, based on rate and Y cycle, if you want to buy, you at least need to wait for the confirmation, right? So first rate cycle means maybe it has potentiality, but we need to wait for the confirmation. We need a following day, the price for the close price is higher than the high price of the first rate cycle candle. Currently, the price is still below, right? And if the price can really break up the yellow lines, means the price is already higher than the high of the first rate cycle candle, means that's a successful, effective short-term buy point. Meanwhile, at the same time, if we check multicolored dragon tell us that currently the big boys remain at a very low value, very small amount, and then retailers still we have quite a lot of retailers. And if in near future the rate bar can increase, and then the purple line turn upward, for short term it's also possible that upward momentum is strong, we can have a forceful rebound here. Okay, so this is for the Singapore gold stock 5TP. It may have opportunity, but we are waiting for the confirmation. We are waiting for the confirmation. Okay, and then how about some US gold stocks? Let's say the famous Barrick Gold. That's the gold. That's what Warren Buffett has bought, right? So Warren Buffett has bought this Barrick Gold. So let's check Barrick Gold a bit. So for Barrick Gold, if we check the chart, generally speaking, now the price is still above the yellow lines of Homely Rainbow, right? So means for medium term, the trend is still okay. The upward momentum is still okay. Medium term trend is still healthy, right? But we see the price already sideways there for a while, just like the chart for gold, right? So gold and the gold stocks, they are also quite closely related with each other. If the gold price we just check is sideways, that's why we see the gold individual stocks, gold stocks also sideways there, right? So currently we also are waiting for the price to break up the sideways area. If we check the short-term buy and sell signal for rate and Y cycle, of course we have the first rate cycle already, but up until now we don't have confirmation, right? So the confirmation is the close price must be higher than the high price of this first rate cycle candle. The high price is $30.60. We need a price higher than that level. And at the same time, if you see volume enlargement, if the breakthrough of the previous high of the breakthrough of the high price of this first rate cycle candle, and then accompanied by the volume enlargement, so that will be a very positive signal for short term. There is likely to be a rally for short term. Okay, so this is for Barrick Gold, because this one is very famous. Warren Buffett bought, so that's why we check it first. And then we also have some other gold stocks. Maybe you also can check a bit. CMCL. This is also a gold stock. And well, we check the chart for this one. Also now it's around the yellow lines of Homely Rainbow. You see this one, it dropped below the yellow rainbow for a while. Recently tried to break up, but the yellow lines here still acting as very strong resistance. And at the same time, we see for this one, we have retailers and the volume is too small. You check the volume, means it's not very active stock. So compared with Buffett's Barrick Gold, this one is less strong, right? This one is not as strong as the Barrick, right? And then how about some other KGC? This is also a gold stock. Kinross Gold. Wow. Okay. So for this one, the volume okay, right? And then we have big boys around 50, about 50%, which is good. And currently we have the first recycle here, but we only have the confirmation this day. This day we have the close price higher than the high price of the first recycle candle here. So after that, the price has been at the support of the recycle. We are waiting for the big boys increase the purple line within the red bar. If in that case, then there will be a rally. There would likely be to be a rally. Do we have resistance? We check the Tai Chi signal. Do we have Tai Chi signal before? Yes, we have Tai Chi. So why it's so difficult for the price to break up the here, the level here around $9.03, $9, because that's the level for the previous yellow Tai Chi signal, and also above we have another Tai Chi signal, right? So these two Tai Chi signal for short term still will be very strong resistance, but if the price can break up, if the big boys can increase, and I think it's the probability would be higher for the price to break up the two previous yellow Tai Chi signal, the resistance level. And if we check, make a comparison between KGC and the Barrick Gold, we realize that for this one, big boys even much more than that one, right? But for this one, the price is cheaper. It's just $9. It's just $9 now. But for Barrick is more expensive. It's $29, right? It's $29. Okay, so this one, it depends on your own preference. You prefer cheap stocks or you prefer more expensive ones. But for the chart, it's okay. Kinross and Barrick Gold, the chart both are better than the CMCL, right? And you can follow. For short term, it may have opportunity. How about this? This is another. This one is $22. Wow. For this chart, you see, short term, when we have the buy point, the price below the yellow lines of Homely Rainbow, right? We know it's not safe because the yellow lines very strong resistance. That's why we see after the first recycle, the price try to break up but cannot because resistance very strong. Now the price is still, oh, okay, so here is break up. So actually, if you check the chart here, this is regarded as a maybe the beginning of a short-term rally here. You can try because volume enlarge, the big boys increase to 50%, and the purple line is within the red bar. So this chart actually is okay. This is a okay chart, but we have previously we have a downward gap here, right? Remember the gap here also would be some sort of resistance here. After the gap is covered, if the price can still break up the level, means this one is good. Oh, change the chart, SSRM, the chart gone. Yeah, I mean, pay attention to the previous downward gap here. If can break up, then it may continue going up further because the chart here, it looks okay, quite beautiful here. Okay, so this is for SSRM. So some other, we can check two more gold stocks. NEM. Okay, NEM is also a gold stock. Okay, so this one we check the chart. Currently also within the it's sideways there, previous yellow Tai Chi signal resistance. We see for this one, the resistance here, the price just cannot break up, cannot break up the resistance level. So for short term, although we have the buy point here, because the price is still cannot break up the resistance level, so we see no much progress, right? No much progress. At the same time, we see the big boys is around 50%. If in near future can increase, big boys can increase, and then the purple line turn upward, maybe the price has higher probability to break up the resistance level here. And then DRD, at least the price is above the yellow rainbow lines, right? So DRD, the last one we want to check. This is also gold. Okay, so this one we see obviously is weaker because it's below the yellow lines of homely rainbow already, and we see the big boys decreasing, and the volume also quite small. This one is inactive, same as the CMCL we mentioned just now. So among the 6 individual stocks we check, DRD and CMCL, the volume too small, not that active, and also the price remain below the yellow lines. They are weaker. For the rest several, you can pay attention to them, check a bit. But I mentioned at the very beginning, it depends on whether or not the price for gold can break up the sideways area, right? The triangle. If the price for gold can break up the triangle, then high probability for these gold stocks, including the Singapore 150p, maybe can give us a short-term rally. Yeah, and this is about today's sharing about the gold. And then now is about the diagnosis time, right? So you can put your stocks in the live chat room now. Put your stocks in the live chat section, or you WhatsApp me privately, so we can diagnose some individual stocks. Any stock you want to check? Okay, so yeah, Tesla, right? Yeah, Tesla. Yeah, if let's say if we check the U.S. market performance, this is the quotes for Nasdaq. Okay, this is the quotes for Nasdaq. If I rank based on the market value from the biggest one, Apple, and from until some small volume individual stocks, and we check for the high-tech companies here, actually only Tesla, it went up greatly by 7%, right? It went up by 7%. And then you check the rest, Apple, just slightly, a very small rise, 0.1.16, Amazon 1.71, and then Microsoft 1.64, so not a big rise, and Facebook 2% roughly. So yeah, actually only Tesla, the rise is the biggest, and then maybe Netflix, right? So Netflix is stronger than all the rest, except Tesla, right? And then so here also today some other people ask me about Tesla, whether or not well, we can chase after Tesla, right? So we check the chart for Tesla. Okay, so for Tesla, if we check the chart, after yesterday's rebound, we have the first red circle, right? Okay, so how do we deal with the first red circle? First red circle is supposed to be the buy point, right? Of course, we need a confirmation tonight, the following day. And also, the other thing is the previous yellow Tai Chi signal will be some sort of resistance. So your strategy can be for short-term trading, maybe you can try some. If tonight the close price can be higher than the high price of the the first cycle candle yesterday, right? And if the market for tonight just open up high, even higher than the high price of yesterday, maybe you can just buy during the trading slot. No need to wait for until the market close. But if it open low below the previous high, below the high price of yesterday, and then drop, then it's not yet confirmed. You better wait and see, right? So it depends on the movement for tonight to make a decision to buy or not. And after you buy it, don't forget to set your stop loss, because we know that it has some resistance above, right? Very close to the current price level will have some resistance. If you really want to buy, after you buy, you need to get ready to leave at any moment. For example, you can set your stop loss as the open price of this bullish candle here for 14th September, right? 14th September, this bullish candle, the close price is around $419.62, right? So you can set it as your stop loss, or maybe a slightly lower than the level. Your let's say the defense line should be the half level of this long bullish candle here. So your final defense line is the half level of this bullish candle. If the price after you buy, if it drops below the level, then you must stop loss. Okay, so if you feel that it's quite risky to trade Tesla, based on the daily chart, you can switch to the mini chart, the real-time chart. If I switch to the real-time chart, I change to Nasdaq. And we can check the mini chart for Tesla. Yeah, we check the mini chart for Tesla. It will be better. Okay. Tesla. If you feel it's not quite safe to trade Tesla, to chase after the rally, you can check the mini chart. Let me remove the rainbow. Real circle can do in the mini chart. So I change to 30-minute chart because it's quite active, right? So it's a very active stock. You check the mini chart. I change it to MCDX. Okay, so currently if you see for Tesla, actually in the mini chart is the first white circle, right? So if you really want to find a buy point in the mini chart, you follow this. If we wait after the circle turn red to buy, because it's already the first red circle, it's possible that for within a certain period, for a short time, I mean, because we are checking 30-minute chart, right? So within a certain period in the mini chart, it might be bearish, right? So we better wait after the correction for super short term finished. If we have another red circle again in the mini chart, then we can consider, and we can combine with the deviation expert here, right? You check the buy point I shared with you about Tesla, this short term rebound, how to catch it in my previous video, right? So you check, this is first red circle, deviation expert, money still flow out, and then the second red circle in the 30-minute chart, and the close price is still below the high of the first red circle, the third candle, and we see the the close price higher. So this is the confirmation you can buy. So in the mini chart, after you buy, you keep holding for short term, for super short term. This is super short term because we're checking the mini chart, right? And then actually last night we have a sell point based on the first white circle. It's the first white circle in the 30-minute chart. Means for super short term, it might be a bit weak. We better wait until the mini chart. In the mini chart, we have a buy point. You buy, it will be safer for you to catch some short-term rally for Tesla, because it's quite active, right? So for Tesla, it's quite active. It can go up a lot for one day. It also can drop a lot in one day. If you really want to trade Tesla, you have to check the minute chart. 30-minute chart will be a very good choice. Okay, so this is for Tesla. Then the other one is yen law, right? So I go back to the daily charts first. Z25 yen law. Oh, I need to change to Singapore. Do we have some other US shares? We check the. Okay, so this is the, because this is the minute real-time chart. Maybe I change to Singapore. One is changing market. We check the US stock in the end of the chart. Okay, so this one US AMGEN. Oh, well, for this one we see the first thing is we check for multicolored dragon, the big boys, they cannot really remain above 50% stably, right? So means this share, the price will be quite volatile. We check the yellow color, means the speculators, right? The yellow color, they predominate for most of the times. Usually for this kind of share, the price will be very volatile. You see, after a rally, the price would, sorry, AMGEN. You see, after a rally, the price would drop greatly. You see, already touched the previous low, the beginning of the rally, and then drop, rise, and then also very significant drop. So big rise, big drop. This is the feature for this share. Why it has such a feature? Because the big boys never take control for a very long time. It just above the 50% for a short time. It doesn't mean the big boys take control. For stocks with big boys taking full control, they will be like Tesla. See? Above 50%. The big boys above 50% for a very long time. For a very long time. This is the super bullish stock. For this kind of stock, you buy and hold, or you buy low, sell high for short-term trading. That will be a better choice. I mentioned before, making the right choice is far more important than working hard. If you have chosen a good stock with great potentiality, then it will be effortless for you to make profit. But if you have chosen the wrong stock, for this stock, well, you hold for medium term to long, can do, but you only make profit small one, and you have to wait for a very long time to make just a small profit. For short term, yeah, you follow the circle, buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high also can do, but just a small profit, and it's quite let's say tricky, also quite tricky. Buy low, sell high for this kind of share, because it's quite it's too volatile. The price is too volatile. Maybe you can choose some other stocks, stronger ones than this. The homeless of it, remember, we can do the filter. We can always filter the stocks with big boys more than 50%. Then you always can pick the best ones with the homeless of it. Okay, so let's check the Yen Law and Yangzijiang and QS9. Okay, Yen Law, Z25. Okay, so for Yen Law, it's first recycle today, right? So interesting, it's first recycle, and we need to check the rainbow. Wow. Okay, so Yen Law is at the support of the blue lines of homely rainbow, right? So it has support. It's the blue line and the white line at the same level, right? And it's the first recycle, right? It's first recycle. We are waiting for the confirmation, and if we get the confirmation, then the target, first target, is around the yellow lines of homely rainbow, because it's not easy for the price to break up the yellow lines, the resistance here. You can check the price level is around $1.15. No, sorry, wrong. $1.12. $1.20. The white figure here. It's around $1.20. So this is the first target level. Should there be a rebound here? Okay, so this is for yen law. And the good thing is the purple line is now within the red bar, and the red bar is increasing. If we have the retailers keep decreasing, that's a good sign. And for deviation expert, the money begin to flow in a bit, but not that strong. Currently still a bit weak. So we are waiting for the confirmation for tomorrow. Okay, so this is for yen law. And then Yangzijiang. Yangzijiang, yes, it's I think, wow, Yangzijiang, because it just I think it's around the birth of dark horse. Yes, you see, it just break up the white lines of homely rainbow. Actually, yesterday, did I mention Yangzijiang yesterday? Oh yeah, when I was conducting a seminar last night for our homely members, I have shared how to do the filter, and then Yangzijiang pop up. Then yeah, actually this is the birth of dark horse, right? So it may have opportunity in future, but for short term it's a bit high. If you want to chase after the rally, you better check the mini chart, because for short term it's many red circles away already from the first red circle here on September the 2nd. So it's already many red circles away. For short term, better not to chase after the rally. And we see the long upper shadow today, means the previous high level is very strong resistance. But maybe this one you can keep monitor. It may have great potentiality in future. It's possible, right? Because we know birth of dark horse, when the price break up the white rainbow lines, it may means for long term, this is the long term bullish reversal, but it's not yet confirmed. And it's also possible the price may give us some flashing out around the white rainbow lines, some sideways, before it really gives us big opportunity. This one is a good one to monitor for medium term to long term, but for short term, it doesn't necessarily to be a very good entry point for now. Okay, QS9. Wow. Okay, so for this one, we see the retailers too much retailers. This is not a very good sign. And currently the white line slightly downward, price below the white line. So the white line, yellow line will be very strong resistance for the price to break up. It's not easy for the price to break up the resistance level. Although today we have a very forceful rise today, right? So it's a very long bullish candle today until now. Oh, it's not. I think it's not. Yeah. No. This is yesterday. This is for today, right? So today, you see, I mentioned just now, before I see the today's performance, I said the yellow lines and white lines strong resistance. That's why we see today a open around the close price yesterday, but keep dropping all the time until now, right? So it's not easy for the price to break up the white lines and the yellow lines here. Okay, we better wait until price can really break up, and if the retailers can keep decreasing, then big boys can increase. That will be better. And don't forget the previous high level around 12 cents. Around 12 cents, this is the previous high. It will be very strong resistance for future. If really in future the price can break up the white lines and yellow lines, but currently we're not sure the price can break up the resistance levels here. Okay, so I think this is that's all for today's sharing, and still I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, and I hope you can share with your friends so that more and more people can join us, and maybe I can also help them a bit for their own investment. I will try to share with you some methods to do the analysis, how to do the analysis in the proper way, so that you can learn and improve gradually. But I also need your support. Yeah, so your support will always be my biggest motivation to produce better and better videos. Okay, That's all for today. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.